We're live. Pop in, say hi. Let's see where we can talk. There's not a lot of skipping here today. Really quiet. 395. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. Get out. Very nice out. Just came in from a walk. Beautiful out. CQDX, CQDX. This is UDX 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 877 Wisconsin. There you are. We don't have a lot of skip coming in there. I was just wondering if anybody would even hear me out there. You're sounding Q5 out here off the west coast of Canada on the Gulf Islands.
You got a Romeo Golf 877 here near Green Bay, Wisconsin. I think we talked to you a couple of weeks ago on YouTube, maybe?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember you now, 877. We're running live right now. I just turned on my YouTube channel, so we're running a live gate. I did a couple of them early this morning, but I was outside, out for a walk, playing in the garden. It's a beautiful day here, so I was just kind of taking advantage of the nice weather. But we are live right now on Jungle Joe's C Video Gates.
Roger that, Jungle Joe. Yeah, we did talk to you about a week or so. I did check you out on Facebook, on YouTube. That was really cool, and I did hear myself. I think it was last. You're doing a real fine job over here. We're about 45 miles east of Green Bay, Wisconsin, near Sturgeon Bay, right along the shores of Lake Michigan. Come back.
45 miles east of Green Bay. Right on, man. You're blowing smoke up here. Like you're the first one on my live stream today. So if you tune into the live stream and you start up, you're the very first contact here of this live stream, and you're coming in Q5 really, really loud.
Roger that, Joe. We appreciate it. Yeah, well, we got about 49 degrees here. Beautiful blue skies right now. We did have some rain last night, but it did turn into a very beautiful day. Come back.
You got to like that, man. In October, that's perfect weather. Currently here, 60 degrees, sunshine, and scattered clouds out here on the islands.
Roger that, 791, Joe. Okay, we appreciate we kind of faded away there, but hopefully we'll listen to our song later on. 70 degrees here from Wisconsin. Romeo Golf 877 standing by.
All right, Romeo Golf 877. Thanks for coming in there, buddy. Have a good day and happy DXing. And yeah, be sure to check out that live video gate. Like I say, you're the very first contact on there. So once you start that live stream, you're going to hear how good you're coming in. Cheers and 73s from 791 on the Gulf Islands.
Roger that, 791.
Cheers.
Tennessee, we're trying.
Hey, Tennessee, go ahead. We got you out there, man. This is UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Hey, appreciate the comeback, sir. I hope you're having a good day up there in the Northwest. This is Tennessee 1117.
Sounds you 1117, Tim. Sounding good, man. You're sounding Q5 from the volunteer state for sure. Thanks for popping in there, man. We're having a beautiful day out here. Nice sunny day out here on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. Hey, 1117, happy DXing, my friend. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the site.
Thank you, sir. 510, Southern California.
510, due south of me, man. You're sounding good. I have my beams kind of swung to the southeast, but you're coming in real Q5 up here on the Gulf Islands.
Roger there, brother. If we take care of 791 outside, you're making a fun trip yourself. Save some flowers. Hey, God bless and enjoy your evening and have a better day tomorrow. 510 Southern California. I'm Bill on the beach. Station clear. Bye-bye.
Right back there, 510, man. Save those flowers, man. I tell you, you're way up into the red, bro. Way up into the red. Have a good day. Happy DXing. 791 on the site.
791, 420.
Go ahead, 420, 791 on the site. Howdy, Jesse. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. Everybody's coming back to me. I didn't even grab that step in there. See how good this beam works, man? It's crazy.
southeast Nebraska, standing by, listening.
High 524, southeast Nebraska, 791 Gulf Islands.
791 Gulf Islands, waving back at you, man.
Have a good one, 524 Nebraska. Thanks a lot, buddy. You're sounding Q5 as well. 791 Gulf Islands, west coast of Canada, Q6.
791 Gulf Islands, southeast Nebraska, we're sorry.
Cheers to you, buddy. Good day, DJ Gibson. Good to have you in there.
495 here with yeah, going right through the mess there. 524 southeast Nebraska. Back to you, Maryland.
Noisy out there. All of a sudden, it's like you stir up a hornet's nest. Yeah, waving at you, 001 Virginia, 791 Gulf Islands.
That's what I got going for me. I pick up a little rig. Magnetic down on top of the road seems to work for me really well. Perfect.
Yeah, 001, you're coming through. It's really noisy out there, but we heard you, buddy. 001 Virginia, 791 waving. And we're waving back to Pittsburgh, too. We hear you, too, Pittsburgh. 73s, have a good one out there. 791, we'll be on the side. It's really noisy out here. I covered somebody up. I don't want to be doing that. I'm on 395, by the way. So we're just working North American skip. Didn't hear any Europe today, this morning. Did not hear any Europe.
Hey, check them Chesapeake Bay Radio. Blake's last down. I transferred over 7. Just like what I said earlier. All right, 73 is 524 southeast.
How many feet is 2,710 millimeters? I don't know why. You know, my antenna's made in Italy here, and everything's in millimeters, man. I wish they'd put it in feet, but I know it's all metric out there. And it's metric here too, but I like inches and feet myself. When it's talking boom length, 2,710 millimeters. How many feet? Somebody tell me how many feet is 2,000? I don't want to look it up. I'm comfortable over here. 2,710 millimeters is how many feet? What is that, 8 feet? Or 8.8 feet? Something like that? Weight of this antenna is front to back ratio 20 dB. Gain 10.65 dB gain. Wind load 120 kilometer an hour. It says 86 north, 150 kilometer hour winds. Wow, those are strong. It's pretty wind resistant. I have to look that up. 2,710 millimeters is how many feet? Somebody tell me out there. I got to look this up on Google. I got to get a new mouse too because it's messed up. 2,710 millimeters to feet. Okay, let's see how many feet it is. About 8.9 feet. So it's just under 9 feet, the boom on it. Okay, that's good to know. 8.9 feet. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. Now it's quiet, dead quiet. 395, man. If you're out there, pop into the live stream, man. If I hear you on here, you're gonna get on this live gate, right? It's lots of fun, right? You don't have to get on, but if I hear you out there, you'll be on the live gate. CQDX. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. .808 Delaware, we got you, man. 808 Delaware. We're waving at you from the Pacific Coast out here on the Gulf Islands. Oh, there's thousands of islands all up and down the coast of British Columbia. We're on the southern Gulf Islands off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia. Copy? All right, 808 Delaware. Good to hear you out there, man. That's a good trip. You're sounding Q5. Have a good day, my friend. X791 out here on the Gulf Islands, QSX. I hear a few people out there. I'm going to pick 313 out of there, Buckeye. 313, we're waving at you from the Gulf Islands out here off the west coast of Canada. You have a good one, 313. I don't know if I stirred up this hornet's nest or not. All of a sudden, it got really noisy. It was actually really dead quiet here. Not a whole lot of skip coming in. Hey, 313, Ohio. Have a good day, my friend. 791 is on the site.
Hey, 791 up there in Canada. 2 Whiskey 369, 2 Whiskey 369. Brian back here in Pittsburgh with the wave.
369, Brian, out there in Pennsylvania. Sounding good, buddy. Q5, you're on top of the pile.
Hey, Roger, on that, man. Sounding great as always. Gotta give you a shout there. You get you about 10 over down here in Pittsburgh. Sounding real good.
You as well, Mike. Thanks for the comeback, and happy DX in there, Brian. You got a good loud sound and signal and station. This is 791 Gulf Islands. We'll be on the site.
All right there, 791. Hey, 73s, man. Have a good weekend. Hope to see some videos pretty soon. You're going to be on YouTube. Have fun.
Yeah, you're live right now, Brian. We're actually live right now. We're doing a live gate. So at 11 minutes and about 28 seconds, you're on there.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Then I'll check it out then. All right, my friend, 73s.
All right, cheers, buddy. Yeah, we're live in the radio room right now. So if you tune in, you'll hear yourself. Have a good one, bro. 791 on the site. Yeah, go ahead there, 135 Pittsburgh. I hear somebody else out there calling you. We're waving at you from the Gulf Islands. Yeah, you as well. 60 miles south of Pittsburgh. You as well, my friend. Have a good day and happy skip shooting. 791 QSX. 029 due south. I always say due south because California is due south of us. And you're sounding Q5 up here off the west coast of Canada.
73, 791, and hope you have a great day and enjoy your week coming up.
You as well, my friend. A good place to be in sunny Southern California. I'd like to be there right now. Cheers and beers, bud. 791 on the site.
791, 258 Keystone Track.
Yeah, go ahead there, 258 Keystone. You're sounding good from Pennsylvania. Very loud.
Hey, Roger. Sounding good here on the 759 on you. Hey, what's your YouTube channel there?
Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Jungle Joe C like Charlie Video Gates. Okay, that's Gates. Video Gates.
Hey, Roger. Okay, we'll have to get in there and listen up there. Jungle Charlie C Video Games.
Jungle Joe C like Charlie. Jungle Joe C Video Gates. And we are on, you're about the 13, just over the 13-minute mark on this live gate.
Hey, Roger. Okay, we'll listen for ourselves out there.
You betcha, brother. Thanks for popping in, man. 791 on the site.
955 Colorado, we're listening.
We're on the horizontal today. You betcha. Facing southeast, Jonathan. UDX North Pacific, USX. 955 Colorado. You're sounding good out here off the west coast of Canada.
Yeah, you're sounding pretty good up there in Colorado. I'm 7 on the OS meter today.
All right, Colorado. Well, you know what? You're doing really good up here, about the same and loud. So you have a good one out there, man, in beautiful Colorado.
Catch you later. You have a good day. What's left of her? Better tomorrow when I 55 on the size you
Take care there, Colorado. Cheers to you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. 791 on the site. Mark, how's it going? Who else is in there? Dallas, how's it going? Oh, I'm on 395 right now, you guys. 95 lower sideband, and it was quiet. I think I stirred up the nest. And howdy, Mark, Different Gear TV. Good to see you back on the stream. And yeah, I did a couple this morning, but it was pretty quiet. We worked a bit of DX. And do you know anyone with pet monkey? No, I don't know anybody with a pet monkey, Jesse. Quest heard 791 being called was, oh, cool. I'm glad that you're in here, Mark. DJ Gibson. We got a bunch of people in there. I did a live stream yesterday on my other channel finally because some people were asking for it. And my other channel pertaining to exotic plant growing and palm trees. That's what we do here. And so it was a good live stream. I had more people in there than I expected. So, but I usually get more people on these live gates because there's a lot of people that are interested in the radio, and even some of those plant guys from my other YouTube channel come into this channel, which is kind of cool. Maybe we can convert them and get them into talking on the radio. So anyway, Different Gear TV, good to see you in there. Dallas, my friend in Tennessee, and I'm on 395 lower. I'm listening for you. 791. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Listening.
Good afternoon, 791. Good afternoon to 791 from 525 Orange County, New York.
525 Orange County, New York. Yeah, you came in there like gangbusters. It's funny, the skip is all over the place right now. Just had Southern California and right over to the Atlantic side there. Sounding good, my friend. I'm on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. I'm located on the southern Gulf Islands off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia.
South coast, one of the islands in the south coast next to British Columbia. And I see you with a signal 5, sir. Signal 5 along the big traffic will come in there. Heard you in there. Wanted to say good afternoon to you. You sounded top choice over here in Orange County, New York.
All right, Orange County, New York, 525. Hey, thanks a lot. You're doing the same, man. Save those flowers for yourself. You're up to 9S units here easily. Have a good day, my friend. 791 Gulf Islands on the site.
USL 791 in the Gulf Islands there from 525.
I can actually hear you sometimes, Joe. Wow, crazy, Mark. That's cool. He was coming to get Orange County, I think, to California, right? Like Los Angeles. So today I took my motorcycle off the road. Yesterday was the last day I took my bigger bike out for a ride. So they gave me about $180, I think it was $189 rebate, which is good. I got money back on the insurance. My insurance actually ran out the first time on September 19th, but the weather was so nice. So I said, I'm going to license my bike for another 3 months and I'll just ride it until the weather gets crappy. And you know what? It's actually beautiful today. I could be riding, but I'm not. So Wendy and I went to town. I had to take my plate off and I got a rebate, which is good. So I'll license it again next late spring. I'm a fair weather rider. Are we 100% wood fire? No, we have electric heat, but we never use it, man. No, we don't have a furnace. There's no natural gas on Salt Spring Island. It's wood heat or electric or oil or propane tanks or solar. Yeah, that's what it would be. So we do heat our house with wood, though. We never turn on electric heat. It's too much money. Our heating bill here is so freaking dirt cheap. It's not even funny because we cut our own trees down. I split the wood and I stack it all too. So we have a ton of firewood here, man. Ton of firewood. Cheaper to heat with wood. Good to have you guys in there, man. I always appreciate you guys joining the live stream. And Mark, I'm glad you can actually hear me out there sometimes. That's pretty cool. 395 lower sideband. Let me turn up the audio, the video, or not the video, the volume. My water here. If you go to my other channel, I was in a huge banana grove yesterday. We grow these bananas on our island here, believe it or not, even though we're in Canada. So the guy down the road from me has this impressive banana plantation. And you can see the video I uploaded on my other YouTube channel of the banana plantation. He's been growing bananas here for 20 years. I've been growing bananas here. Well, I've been growing bananas since the 80s. I'm the first one to grow them on this island. And everybody else, I mean, I got grown into growing these things. So a lot of people grow the bananas here now. So Hal down the road, he's got this amazing banana plantation, and you should check it out. It is actually worth seeing these giant banana plants growing here in this part of Canada, right? Anyway, Jesse, yeah, so we do heat our house 100% with wood stove. It's just that we do have electric if we wanted to use it, but we don't use it. It's just using electric heat. Why pay hydro, right? It's a total ripoff. CQDX. This is 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. My footstool is a speaker. That's what my feet are on. It's nice. CQDX calling CQ. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I hear Wisconsin. I hear Arizona too. Arizona, we're going to wave at you first, buddy. Arizona, waving at you from the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada.
We got a good company on here. I'm about 50 miles east of Phoenix, Arizona, a little town called Apache Junction, Arizona.
You betcha. I've talked there before. A lot of Arizona's been coming in. Sedona, Phoenix, Flagstaff, all that stuff. You're booming in your really nice sounding station.
We appreciate the flowers, as they say. And we're going to say 73 too. I was going to say
All right, take care, buddy. Cheers and beers to you down there in Arizona, and happy skip shooting. Thanks for popping in. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, QSX. It's noisy in there. I'm trying to pick you out. I hear you coming. You're coming in with a good signal, but it's really noisy. 791 on the side.
whatever sanity I have left in me.
It's so funny when people hear the Gulf Islands, they think we're in some tropical area. They don't realize it's actually off the coast of Canada. And that's why I say Gulf Islands, because it actually attracts more skipped signals. If I just say I'm in Vancouver, Canada, that's kind of boring, right? And we're not in Vancouver, Canada. We're not even close. We don't live anywhere near Vancouver. A lot of people think we're in Vancouver. We're not in Vancouver. There's a freaking banana slug crawling up the window here, sliding up the window of my radio room. You see it? You see that banana slug? That's a banana slug right there, a native banana slug, and that's a small one. And they come out lots in the fall and really early spring or late winter when it's still damp. So these guys here are native, and they love to eat certain plants. So that's called a banana slug. No, they don't eat bananas, but they're kind of sometimes yellow and greenish, and they got spots on them. Sometimes they'll have black spots, or sometimes they're all green and kind of yellowish. And that's actually a small banana slug. Look at them, just slithering up the window. I don't think they're poisonous, no. Mike wants to get off the grid. Your dad's smart. Yeah, especially with Trudeau in power. I mean, here in Trudeau, we have Trudeau. We don't want Trudeau in power anymore. The wildlife. Gotta love wildlife, man. Lots of wildlife here. No, I don't want to do that. I like the banana slugs. They're good. You know why? Because snakes do eat them. And you know what? When I had that robin hanging around here for a couple of months, I raised this little robin, and that little robin would actually eat slugs, little tiny slugs. And I would see this robin. I observed. I actually got videos of it on my other YouTube channel. And Peeps the robin would find a slug, a little slug, and then it would roll it around in dirt, so to get the slime off of it, and it would freaking eat it. I never knew robins ate slugs, but now I know. Do I dare call out there? I'm on 395 lower sideband, right? And I was saying to you guys, I just ordered a new power supply for the unit in Bearcat. So video I just uploaded the other night, when it was last night, or maybe it's the night before, it might have been last night. I was talking to some guys in Australia on the unit in Bearcat, and they said my audio was very wobbly. Like I'm not putting enough power into it from the power supply. So I looked at the back of the power supply there. I bought it at Radio Shack back in the 70s, and it's only, I think, 1.7 amps or something. It's not very much amps. It is, how many amps is this one? 1.75 amps. 1.75 amps. So there's hardly any amperage on that thing. So it's starving the thing for power, the radio. And so I just ordered a 5 amp pyramid, and it should be here next Thursday. So I'm going to hook it up. So I hit the boot on it. The boot I'm running with my big pyramid 52 amp. But so I was talking to Australia barefoot on the IMAX and with, of course, the linear. But I flicked it off, and they were still hearing me just as good barefoot. Canada's wild coast, southern Gulf Islands. That's right. And even more wild if you go over to the west coast of the Big Island. I got one of those cheap 30 amp supplies from Amazon, and they are LED. Oh, really? 30 amp 30 amp is a pretty good supply. Different gear T. That's a pretty good amperage supply, power supply. So I've just got a 5 amp pyramid coming, which is good enough for the little for the 980 Bearcat. And I really love the 980 Bearcat. It's a really nice radio. I'm so glad that Wendy doesn't want it in her new vehicle, so she gave it to me. Right? I mean, I bought it for starters, and we had it in her vehicle, her CRV, her Honda, and she was even working some skip on it too. But no new one, so I got it, and now it's sitting in my radio room with the rest of the radios. So I paid about $80 with delivery, 80 or $85 with delivery for a 5 amp pyramid power supply. This is a 52 amp regulated power supply. I can turn up and down the voltage. How about in Milwaukee? UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. You're not hearing me, man. CQDX, CQ, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 375.
Neobender 2557, Neobender 2557, Neobender 948, waving. Neobender 948, sounding. QSLs are Neobender
375, lower sideband.
Great trip down here to sunny San Diego. Wave my little bitty hand to you, brother. Making a big old trip over here.
We're south.
Yeah. Sunny San Diego. It's about 68 degrees here, partly sunny, and we're waiting for some rain. QSL, we got 78.7 degrees and 59% humidity over here.
Right on him. Now he's turned 20 over with the beam pointed at him. I run a Bearcat off a 50 amp. Wow. 50 amp. Nice. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QSX.
All right, there, brother. I'll get up out the way and let you get out there and shoot your little skip, man. Enjoy the DX.
See if you can hear me.
Needlebetter 2557. Always a pleasure, brother. 73, see you and yours. Needlebetter 948, San Diego.
See if I can get to this guy. How about a 948 San Diego, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
791.
Yeah, you're sounding good. This is UDX 791, Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. I swung the beam around due south, man, and you're booming in.
Spin the dial up here and just kind of get it where it fit in, man. See what kind of trouble I can get into. 73 to you and yours. Needlebender 948 San Diego.
All right, Needlebender 948 San Diego. Cheers to you and good to make contact again. Have a good day, my friend. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, USX. Okay, I'm going to spin the dial. Spin this back to get the beam. It's amazing that just the beam, it just blocks everything out when I just spin it a little bit. It's just unreal. And I got guys really close to me on Vancouver Island, and they kind of just about completely disappear when I spin my beam around. You should see this slug, man. It's like halfway up the freaking window now. I don't buy into climate change either, do I? It's all bull crap. Do you think solar? I think solar power is good. They got a 10 amp for 15 euros. 10 amp. I don't know what 15 euros is. I'm not sure how much that is worth. That VFO is pretty cool for back in the days. I was reading about the Mark. I bought that used in 1981. And I bought the radio from the same guy from my deck, Tricom Electronics. And on this TRC 48, I also have the microphone that I acquired from a friend over in Vancouver Island, Bob 440. He actually gave me another 48 right here. Another 48, TRC 48, 23 channel sideband. So this microphone actually has volume control on the back. It's pretty cool. It looks like those old preamps, which I have here as well. But it's not a preamp. But anyway, so with the VFO, the Model 90, you put the radio on channel 23. It goes into a PA jack in the back. and it plugs in. It's got lights in it and everything like that. And it goes up to 27,845, and then it goes down to 26,900, something like that. So it gives that 23 channel a lot of extra channels, right? That's the problem I have with a Omni. I get hit from all directions. You know what? And I don't mind Omnis. I have 3 Omnis up, and I like Omnis. I've always had Omnis up, but I've always run beams. But this is the first beam I've had up in over 30 years, man. I've been in this place over 30 years, this house, and this is the first beam I've had up in over 30 years, right? I like solar, but not for the climate reasons, being independent, not relying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like lots of sunshine for those stop oil protesters. No kidding, man. Well, I drive gas vehicles, so I need oil. And everything around us is made out of oil. Everything, even your computer, all the plastic and everything, man. So a lot of these guys that protest this stuff are just hypocrites. It's no different than a vegan protesting against hunting and this and that, and they're wearing leather shoes, leather belt, wearing a leather purse, you know, or they're protesting against logging. These guys that protest against logging, and their house is made out of wood, you know, and where their house is used to be a forest. They had to cut it down to make their house, right? So I just don't buy into any of that crap. I don't like hypocrites. Everything, you know, logging is a renewable resource, logging, right? And it employs a lot of people. So when I was driving over to the west coast of the Big Island last Friday, Wendy and I, and you look at all the clear cuts, but you see all the new plant blocks. So you see the cut blocks, and then they bring guys into tree plant, and then you can see the different plantings from years gone by. So you see one that's 10 years old, 20 years old. I mean, it's all forest again, right? And then in so many years from now, they'll cut it all down and they'll just replant it, right? Some forests are planted for logging, and that's what they do here too. Where I live in British Columbia is vast wilderness. There's so much freaking forest, it's not even funny. So anyway, most people's houses are made out of wood, so I don't complain about it. And we heat our house with wood, right? So logging is not a bad thing. I don't know if I'd want to cut down a 2,000-year-old old growth tree, but you know, and they were cut down at one time too. But everything does regrow. CQDX. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
Gulf Islands up there, 501 here, Southern California, man.
501, sounding good, brother. 501, 791, due north. Yeah, I'm going to swing my beam around, and then maybe you can hear me a little bit better. But yeah, you're coming in good, brother.
Yeah, likewise, man. Ditto, like today. We got a connection.
Okay, I swung the beam due south because you're due south of me, so you're way up into the red.
Yeah, you're 10 over on that dang thing.
Yeah, you too, man. I'm flat side right now. And how are things down there in Southern Cal?
Well, it's 88 degrees today, and
nice.
We got some colder weather coming over the weekend, and Monday is supposed to rain, so it's all doing good right now.
Yeah, but it never really gets that cold down there. I like that when I go to Hawaii, they say a cold front coming in, it's going to get down to 68 degrees. Like, and the Hawaiians are all bundled up, and I'm walking around with a t-shirt on, right? So, but it's 60 here, 60 degrees, sunshine, scattered clouds.
Yeah, you guys are used to it. It gets nasty in the wintertime, right?
Rainy. We don't get a lot of snow up here. We get rain. It's we're about 100 miles north of Seattle out here in the ocean on the Gulf Islands.
So are you on the outer island, or are you in the inner island that points towards like Victoria and the inland?
Yeah, we're on Salt Spring Island. You can look that up on a map. So if you see the San Juan Islands off of Washington State, we can see those from our island.
Oh, okay, San Juan Islands, and then just look north, huh?
You archipelago. Matter of fact, when I was out fishing last year, I was right beside the San Juans, but I was on the Canadian side on the south end of our island.
Copy that. So which way are you facing? Are you facing west, or are you facing south?
I'm on the very northern tip of this island, and north, I guess north.
Okay, so you're on the northern tip of that island I'm going to be looking for. And then, what is that, Gulf Island?
We're on the Gulf Islands. I'm on Salt Spring Island. Salt Spring Island.
Okay, Spring Island. All right.
Salt.
Copy that.
Salt Spring Island. Salt like table salt. Salt Spring Island. They call it that because we have salt springs here.
Oh, okay, Salt Spring Island. Right on.
Yeah, there's about 11,000 people here, and I'm up by Southey Point. Believe it or not, the northern tip is called Southey Point. It was named after Admiral Southey. So Southey Point on the very northern tip.
So what is that, a fishing community you got going on there?
No, there's everything here, man. Lots of artists, lots of farms. Like there's vineyards, olive farm, fig farms, and then lots of tourism. It kind of, the economy is based on tourism.
Yeah, well, don't you guys have a lot of crab and a lot of salmon and all that out there in that ocean?
Oh, tons, man. Yeah, we have fishing charters here, so you can go out whale watching, you can go out salmon fishing, prawning, commercial prawn boats here, and of course crab. I just throw the crab trap in across the street and pull up crabs.
Hey, right on, man. It sounds cool. No smog, right?
Oh God, no! It's Pacific air. We were walking the dog this morning along the ocean there, and that's all you see is the waves crashing down and beautiful, fresh Pacific air.
Right on. So it ain't cold up there yet, huh?
Yeah, well, it never really gets that cold up here. I mean, compared to you, yeah, usually the winters, minus. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go in. Actually, I'll go Fahrenheit. Usually, really cold. A really bitter cold winter would be like 20 degrees Fahrenheit, but usually we're down to around maybe 27, something like that.
Okay. No icebergs, huh? None of that?
No, I grow palm trees up here, dude. I have a palm nursery. Our island's full of them. Not like the towering ones you have, but they're like 30, 40 foot, some of them. That's what I do up here. I have a palm nursery.
Palm trees up there in Canada. You got pine trees on that island too?
We have Pacific Madrona. You probably know what the arbutus trees are. We have manzanitas, Pacific Madrona. The only pines we have are shore pine, and they grow up on top of our mountains. Everything else is like Douglas fir, western hemlock, western red cedar, and there's Pacific yew, and then we have Gary oak too.
You got manzanita, huh? Wood.
Tons of them, man. They grow on our mountaintops. They only grow at higher elevations here, and they grow really big. I mean, the biggest ones I've seen are probably about maybe 12 feet tall, and they grow like a big bush.
Yeah, we got those down here. They're up in the mountains, above 4,000 feet or so.
Yeah, ours are probably, I've seen them as low as around 750 feet and upwards. And we have also the Pacific Madrona trees, Arbutus mainsaisii. They kind of look very tropical. They grow them in California on the coast too. The bark peels like a eucalyptus, and they're evergreen. They got round, kind of rubbery leaves.
Yeah, they got red wood, right?
Yeah, we got tons of them on our property. The biggest ones here on our property are 120 feet tall.
No, I mean the manzanita's red, isn't it?
Yeah, and so are the arbutus. Yeah, the manzanita are red. They got smaller leaves, but the arbutus is a giant form, kind of like of manzanita. They're towering trees.
Sounds cool, man. Sounds like a fishing place to live.
It's pretty laid back, no traffic lights, no rules. We're unincorporated. There's no mayor, nobody to tell me what to do.
They got cops?
Yeah, there's cops, but I know all the cops. They're pretty friendly dudes.
They wear Levi's and boots?
They Levi's and boots. They drive they mostly have 4x4s, so they have like SUVs and trucks they drive around. There's no cop cars here. It's like SUVs.
Yeah, I went to Aspen once. My buddy lives up there. His buddy, the cop, comes walking in. Dude's dressed in shorts and tennis shoes, wearing a gun, and that's what they wear in the summertime. In wintertime, they wear Levi's and Pendleton t-shirts and boots.
Right on. No, ours have the cop uniform on. They all have their guns, and yeah, no, that's pretty wild. You got to like that. Anyway, there's lots to do up here. You can look it up anyway on Google Earth, or even just Google Salt Spring Island, and you'll see what we're about.
Yeah, I'll check it out. All right, man, I got to get out of here. We've been tied up for a while.
All right, good to talk to you, man. You're just still booming in here.
Hey, likewise, man. We got a direct line, I looked at the map yesterday, and we don't have too much land in between us. Most of it's shooting right up the Pacific.
It is, because we're, if you know where Seattle is, which you do know where it is, as the crow flies, our island, the south end of our island is probably about 100 miles north of Seattle or so.
Yeah, copy that. They see you guys hang out in the ocean a little further than we do, so it's a straight shot over the water.
It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, no, like I say, when I swung my beam around due south, it's like, whoa, you're way up in the strawberry patch.
Yeah, I'm just running a barefoot anytone, 125 watts.
Oh, man, you're booming in 40 over.
Yeah, these little radios work good. All right, man, you have a good evening. I'll catch up with you, man.
Yeah, catch you later, buddy. You made my live gate again. I'm running live on YouTube. I'm in the radio room here. So if you want to see yourself or hear yourself, I mean, go start at about the 35-minute mark, maybe about the 35-minute mark into this YouTube video, and you can hear how good you're coming in.
Okay, what's the YouTube directions?
Jungle Joe C, like Charlie C, right? Jungle Joe C, video gates, not games, video gates. Video gates, okay? Video gates.
Okay, well, it said Jungle Joe what?
Jungle Joe C, video gates.
Okay, the letter C?
Yeah, the letter C.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, we're live right now, man. I'm in the radio room right now, so, and there's people commenting along the right-hand side of the live stream.
All right, man, I'll check it out. It's David, 501, Southern California.
All right, like I say, if you start at about the 35-minute mark or 36-minute mark into this live stream, you'll hear yourself coming in, man. Yeah, you're sounding good like a local. Have a good one, brother. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QSX. Cheers and beers.
791. You copy 705 Southern Cal, right around the Oklahoma drag strip. Operator Chris.
705 around the drag strip. Gotta like that, Chris, because I like drag racing. You're sounding good up here, buddy.
Hey, Roger. Hey, right back. You sound like a local, man, no doubt. I enjoyed listening to you. Talk to Dave 501 there, no doubt. Hey, good numbers to you there, 705.
Manchester, UK.
How about that Jungle Joe, Neil Winner, 948 San Diego, waving.
All right, take care of there, Chris. Cheers and beers down there around the drag strip in Southern Cal. Good to talk to you. Have a good one, buddy. Happy DXing. And I hear somebody out there calling Jungle Joe. This is 791 waving.
791, Neil Winner, 948 San Diego. 70, we're pushing to 73, brother. We're watching your live stream right now. Waving a little bit in.
All right, 948, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. So there's a bit of a delay between your transmission and, of course, YouTube. But, yeah, you're slamming in here.
You was so, brother. Hey, man, you sound like you're local at this point, brother. Just want a little bit of hand to you, man.
Shaka.
Let you know, man, you're making a great trip out this way. 73 to you, brother. Enjoy that live stream, man. Keep up your good work.
All right, yeah, tune in anytime. We do a lot of them. If you like and subscribe, you'll know when we do our next live stream. Have a good one, bro, and thanks for tuning in. You're sounding good, bro. 791 on the site.
He was there, brother. 791, just watching your live stream, brother. Just want to put a little bit of thing out there. Making a great trip out here. 73 to you.
All right, cheers and 73s. Thanks a lot, and have a good day, my friend.
Joe, is that Jungle Joe C?
Jungle Joe C, video gates. Victor, India, Delta, Echo, Oscar, Golf, Alpha, Tango, Echo, Sierra. So video gates. Jungle Joe C, video gates.
Got it. Jungle Joe C, video gates. Thanks again, buddy. Numbers to you. 705 Southern Cal. Stand by.
All right, take care, buddy. Cheers to you. It's good to have more people in the gate. So let's read these. Let's read the mail. 387 Manchester, UK. Do you need a license for these radios? No, we don't. Different Gear TV. No license required. We used to. Not anymore in Canada. Dang, you're loud here, man. Needlebender 948. Good to have you in there, buddy. You are loud and proud, too. Waving my hand. 73s. Have a great evening. Needlebender 948. I'm glad you made the gate, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. This channel has over 7.4 million views now. So it's a lot of views on this one videogate channel. So thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the weekend, 791 Easy Tiger, the weakest station in the nation. I don't know about that, man. Sounding good, bro. Thanks for tuning in. David Construction 501 here, Southern Cal. Good to have you in there, man. Thanks for tuning in to the video gates. 948, nice intercept. Good to have you in there. And you made the gate. I like when people join into the video gates. The more people, the merrier. Tell your friend about the Video Gate channel. If I hear you out there in DX land and I make contact with you, you'll make the gate. And I've been shooting video gates for over a decade now. So I do even have videos. I do have video gates on my other YouTube channel as well. My other YouTube channel pertains to palm trees and exotic plants, which we grow here. And check out the latest one I did yesterday. I was in a garden full of banana trees, And the banana plants look really awesome just down the road from us. We grow a lot of crazy stuff here on the Gulf Islands. It's kind of like, you know, we're in Canada, but it seems like we're not in Canada. This part of Canada seems very different than the rest of Canada, and that's a good thing. All right, guys, let's see where we can get. We're 375. Let's see where we can yap to. CQDX. This is UDX 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Bunch of chatter in the background there. Good to hear you guys in there, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. On a nice day like this, I actually should be out doing something. You know, I was out earlier in the garden, and well, you know what? I came in here, unfortunately, and I turned on the radio and I heard Skip, and you know what it's like being a Skip junkie, right? And I know you guys are Skip junkies too. The only reason I ever got a radio in the first place was to shoot Skip, and that was in 1977. CQDX. This is UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
CQDX
301 Southern Cal. You're smoking in here to the Gulf Islands. Yeah, 40 over, buddy. What a loud sounding station you got. There's some great sounding stations coming out of Southern Cal, and it makes me happy to hear Southern Cal again because it's been a while. I'm on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada, so due north of you off the southwest coast of British Columbia. Yeah, you as well, man. You're booming it. Seriously, way up to the end of the meter. Yeah, you as well, my friend. You happy DXing out there, buddy. Get out there and work some more of that Skip with that good sounding station. This is 791 Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific. Yeah, take care, 301. I'm hoping not to see any snow this year. Where I live on these islands, we usually have snowless, no snow at times, right? So I'm hoping it's one of those winters. We have an El Nino this year. You betcha, bro. I'll take the rain over that white stuff any day like snow. Cheers and beers, buddy. Have a good day. What you eating today? What am I eating today? I had egg white scramble with peppers in it and zucchini and sprouts and fresh garlic, organic garlic. That's what I had. And then I had some key lime pie, but it was made out of like coconut milk. Just running an IMAX 9 off the ground. No way, Needle Bender 948. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. I have an IMAX. You know what? You can see some of the antennas I run here. If you go to my wife's YouTube channel, this mouse is crapping out on me. I've been using this mouse since 2003, believe it or not. If you go to this channel, which is my wife's YouTube channel, I shot a video yesterday and you'll see it on there. Sorry, I did that wrong. This is the channel. There's a separation. There. If you go to that YouTube channel, and it was the video I shot yesterday, you'll see the antennas I run. I just her iPad shoots better videos than my GoPro. I have a couple of GoPros here, but I can't zoom in very good with that one. It's an old school one. But so I zoomed in and you can see my IMAX, my Antron, my Sigma Venom, and then of course the beam antenna. So you can see what we're running up this way. But that thing's working good for you, dude. It's amazing. IMAXs work good, man. They're good antennas. I've been very happy with mine. I put mine up probably about 11 years ago, something like that. Hey, 510, you're making a good trip up here to the west coast of Canada, 790. Yeah, 510, you're selling local too, some good stations out of California. We're due north of you, off the coast, British Columbia, out here on the Gulf Islands.
Hey, Roger. Anyway, take care. 73 at UWR 510. On the beach in this little barefoot magnet mountain. Mobile saying 73. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you as well, buddy. Sounds awesome. What a great sounding station. Cheers to you, man. Have a happy day of DX and 791 Gulf Islands on the side. Wow. Maggie Mount on the beach. Easy. I also run an IMAX 2000. See, they're popular antennas, the IMAXs. And you know, my Antron I've had it up for over 30 years, and I've moved it around to different locations on the property. And now it's been in that same location probably for a decade. And it's probably, I don't know if it's 27 feet off the ground, something like that, but it works okay. Galaxy Saturn and Galaxy Saturn are nice radios, and a badass 4-pill drive. Nice. Kind of like the 4-pill. I'm running a Texas Star 500 high drive amp here, variable, and then a 350 there, and then I got some other ones here, some other smaller couple hundred watt boots, but I have the power turned down. I'm only running about 150 whiskeys when I'm talking to you guys. Very popular here in the UK. Nice. Yeah, no, a lot of people around here run Galaxy base stations, and they're really good. They're really good radios, man. I like them. I like the icons too. And you know, I'm very happy. I've been very happy with my RCI. This is an RCI 2980WX, and then there's the RCI 2970DX, which is a bit older, but hey, it still works, man. Still gets out pretty good. That one I got hooked up to the Antron, and this one I got hooked up to the Beam, and then the 458 I got hooked up to the Sigma Venom, and the unit in Bearcat I got hooked up to an IMAX 2000, something like that. I'm on 375. So, like I say, I got a fan going. So I got my Texas Star 500 amp, and same with that one, elevated off the desk a little bit, so there's an airspace between the desk and the heat sink. And then I got a fan that I bought at Walmart quite many years ago, just a small one. And what it does, it blows up under that linear, and it cools off the boot, right? It keeps it cool. Otherwise, they can warm up pretty good. And I think too much heat is a killer for those things. Let's see where we can talk. 375 CQDX calling CQ. This is UDX 791. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I hear somebody calling me, but it's just too far out there.
791, you're coming into San Diego. Clear, you're 619.
Hey, you're 619. You save the flowers for yourself, same as you, coming in loud and proud up here on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada.
All right, excellent. Have a great day. Thanks, 791. 619.
All right there, 619. I think you did say, down in Southern Cal. Very good sounding station. Have a good day, my friend. 791 on the site. I have an ICOM 710 and a Kenwood. Yeah, good radios, man. And a whole lot of other radio. Cool. That's the thing, when you get into radios, you get a lot of it. It's like me. This is just some of my radio stuff in this room, right? Like I have more in the shed beside it too. So we got a few over here. There's the, you can see the unit in down there. And then a whole bunch of crap here. And then, like I say, in the shed, I got a Cobra and a Midland and some other things. And I got walkie-talkies, too. I got some old walkie-talkies in here, too. Stuff that I probably really don't need anymore. But, you know, you just can't part with it. That's what my wife says. Are you going to get rid of some of that stuff? She said that a while back. And I said, nah, I don't think so. I'll just get more. Just get more stuff, right? You can never have enough radio equipment, huh? Anyway, I'm nice and cozy in this radio room. We do have a beautiful day out here on the Gulf Islands. I could actually, I'm going to take this outside for a little bit here, and I'm just going to show you what we look at here on the Gulf Islands. Okay, so here's the radio room. There's the radio room. This is what I'm looking at, okay? Like this. So, and I got the windows. I got a whole bunch of stuff in this radio room, right? And then there's the door. and then we'll go outside into the garden here. So it's I'm going to show you the radio room from the outside. So yeah, it's a nice day out here. I should actually be hanging out outside. Okay, so the beam antenna is right there above the radio room. There's a 3-element Yagi Serio SY3, and then there is a Sigma Venom right there. Sigma Venom 5/8 wave. There's an Antron 99 way over there, 100 feet away from the radio room, and then there's an IMAX 2000 there, right? So this is what we look at here on the Gulf Islands. This is what it looks like. And for you guys in California, there's the trees I'm talking about. Those are Pacific Madrona trees. They look really tropical, and they only grow in this part of Canada on these islands. And these are called arbutus trees or Pacific Madrona. The bark peels like eucalyptus. So there we go. This is what we look at here on the Gulf Islands. Somebody's saying palm trees. Yeah, we do grow palm trees. There's some palm trees behind me. Lots of palm trees here on the Gulf Islands. So it just goes to show you the winters don't get that bad here. It's funny, somebody asked me if we have polar bears. No polar bears here on Salt Spring Island. There's no icebergs. There's no polar bears. We don't have any of that stuff here. But anyway, there's the antennas right there. So the beam is facing south right now, that 3-element flat side Yagi, right? So that's what she's looking like here on Salt Spring Island. Actually, we have a California plate right there. California. For my friends in California, because we do collect plates, and there's some Hawaii ones there. We actually have more Hawaii ones. There you go. What a day. She's a beauty out here, man. So this is the outside of the radio room right there. This is the front of the radio room, right? Actually, I'll show you the back of the radio room. I'm giving you the tour right now so you can see where I broadcast from, right? So the back of the radio room is that building right there. So there's the shed that's attached to it. I'm in that shake building right beside it. And those piles are like firewood with tarps. I split a lot of wood for the wintertime. So that's the shake building I'm in there. So the antenna's right above it, the flat side Yagi. Right? There we go. And that's what it looks like here in my little part of the world, right? No igloos, man. No igloos here. I think if you want to see igloos, you probably have to go to Baffin Island or something. I'll tell you what channel I'm on. Let me get back in here, and I'll tell you what channel I'm on. Let me just plug this in before the batteries, because it's hoopered anyway, this thing. This battery is freaking screwed. Okay, let me plug that back in. Okay, there we go. We're set. Okay, we're on 375. We're on 375 lower sideband. There's your little tour out there. No igloos up here, guys. All right, there. This stuff here. All right. Do you get mosquitoes much? No. No mosquitoes. There's no insects here to bother you, man. No insects to bother you here on this island. You can sit outside. That's what my oldest son moved to Texas, and he lived in southern Texas, and he married a Texan, a southern Texan, born and raised in Texas. And then she immigrated here. That was in January 2012. Was it? Yes, January 2012 she came here. And she sat out on our sun deck here, and she says, it's strange to sit out and have a barbecue where you're not roasting to death and there's no bugs bothering you. Yeah, you can sit out here at night or in the evening, and there's no bugs here to bother you. So maybe they don't like the Pacific Ocean or something. Maybe it's the salt air they don't like. But yeah, there's nothing here to really bother you. Okay, so let's see where we can talk. We get a ton of mosquitoes here, and yeah, no cockroaches here either. I've never seen a cockroach. I don't know, is there cockroaches in Canada? I see lots of them when we go to Maui, big ones, right? But I've never, ever seen a cockroach around here. There's rats. There's definitely rats around on the island, but I've never seen cockroaches. And I'm not saying there's no mosquitoes here, but if you went to an area where there's a swampy area, inland a little bit from the ocean, there might be some mosquitoes there. So there are mosquitoes around because we have bats, and bats eat mosquitoes. So there must be some mosquitoes around at some point, but they don't seem to bother us, right? We get more wasps. There's a lot of wasps around, I find. Like if you have a barbecue, at a certain time of the year, the wasps will come and they smell your food. And then they come out of the freaking woodwork and they're annoying. They aren't stinging you, but they want your food, right? Okay, let's see where we can talk. 375. CQDX, CQDX. This is UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I'm beamed towards California right now. So you guys get mosquitoes and cockroaches. Yeah. Well, I think it's probably more where you live. It's more, what is it? More heat and humidity, right? CQDX, CQDX, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I'm going to... Alabama. Okay, Birmingham, Alabama, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We're waving at you, Alabama. I think you're waving at me there. Hey, Alabama, you're making a good trip up here. 791 out here on the Gulf Islands, waving. $228 San Diego. You're doing the same. And you know, it's funny. I just pointed the beam away from California. Now we're going to point it back towards California. I didn't know any more California coming in. So we're due north of you off the west coast of Canada.
Copy that off the west coast of Canada. Yeah, you're moving in here probably between 20 and 30 over 9. So yeah, you're absolutely screaming at pegging my needle. So I don't know what kind of a system you got running there, but it's definitely dialed in and your beam is working and everything's working just right. Clean audio, everything's good. 228 San Diego, back.
Say, save the flowers for yourself, 228. I appreciate the radio check. Your audio, 100%. Your signal, 30-40 over. Sound like you're sitting right next to me in the radio room, man. You sound awesome, buddy. Happy DXing. I'm not running anything special. 3-element flat side Serio Yagi beam, RCI 2980WX, and a D104.
Yeah, copy that. 29, D104 on the radio, the Ranger there. Yeah, it's running really, really well. I'm running a 5-8-way vertical on a FT710 radio, and yeah, it seems to be doing the trick, so I'm enjoying it. DX is always fun. It's lively right now, we'll see that. And yeah, anyways, enjoy the DX73. I appreciate your contact and the flower suit and all that. Have a good one. Take care. 228 San Diego. I'm going to send it back.
Take care, buddy. Appreciate the comeback. I always appreciate to talk to California. Have fun DXing, my friend. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the site. Yeah, sounding good, man. A lot of good stations out of California. Wow. High humidity. Yeah, humidity here is really low in the summertime. Like I'm talking like 37%, usually under 40% humidity. The humidity level here on the Gulf Islands, it's pretty amazing. Annual rainfall, precipitation, I'm talking everything, counting snow, everything, is about 36 inches annually on this island. And on the outer Gulf Islands, it's even less. They can be as little as 18 inches annually. So we're in a rain shadow here. A lot of people don't know what a rain shadow is. It gets a lot less precipitation than surrounding areas. So the climate here is more Mediterranean-like than, say, Vancouver. They get way more rain than us. So that's what it's like here on the Gulf Islands. Most of our annual precipitation falls in the winter months. That's the wet season we call here, right? Occasionally we can get some snow, but it never lasts that long. It does happen. We can get snow, and, usually a few days it's turned to rain and it's gone. .75 lower sideband.
You keep it up with a 12-volt battery running your station. Hey, if you're mobile on the freeway, running a mobile antenna, all that, yeah, sure, you're mobile, but otherwise.
It's actually pretty quiet out there, right? It's not a lot of skip coming in.
Copy that. Hooking the beam up to the van. Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Hey, if you're beam on the van, yeah, sure, I guess you can call yourself a mobile. Why not? Who the hell makes rules anyway? 228 San Diego, we're gonna have a good one. Enjoy the weekend. 7:30. 228 San Diego, back on the side.
Or he's a base station with wheels. Are there requirements to move there? Live in the Gulf Islands? No requirements. It's expensive here, though. I'll tell you that the cost of living here on the Gulf Islands is very expensive, only because everything has to be brought in by boat. The only way on and off of these islands is by ferry boat, right? So we have 3 ferry terminals here on Salt Spring Island. And I wish I had a freaking map. I used to have a map, and I don't know where in the hell I put the map, but it actually kind of bugs me because I would show people exactly where we are, and I don't know where I put the map. But I don't know where that map is. Anyway, south end of our island, we have a ferry terminal that takes us to a ferry, another ferry called Swartz Bay on Vancouver Island. And Vancouver Island, that's near Victoria, right? Vancouver Island's a huge island to the west of our island. And our island chain is tucked up against the very southern tip of Vancouver Island. So we're protected from any of the most wicked Pacific storms. And we take a ferry. It's a 30-minute ferry from there to Swartz Bay, and you drive to Victoria. Then you can take another ferry over to Port Angeles, Washington, or you can go from there into the San Juan Islands. And then there's another ferry dock terminal on the southeast side of our island that goes to a ferry terminal about 20 miles south of Vancouver. And that's about a 3-hour. It usually takes 3 hours because it stops at some other islands, but direct is an hour and a half. And then around the corner from me here on the north end, there's Vesuvius Ferry Terminal. It's a 20-minute ferry ride to Vancouver Island, something like that. Is there much work for painting? Oh, yeah. There's lots of money on this island, Different Gear TV. Lots of money. Lots of retirees with lots of money. Thank you, Joe. Chris Bailing, 705 Chris. Pomona drag strip. That is cool, man. Like quarter-mile drag strip, NHRA stuff. Love it. I used to have a muscle car, so I used to drag race, but I was more of a street racer. There's my car that I used to have. I used to have a Nova SS that was all balanced and blueprinted, right? So I used to do lots of street racing back in the day, but I've never got to the quarter-mile drag strip. If I ever win the lottery, I buy another muscle car and I take it to the quarter-mile drag strip. I live in a condo, can't have a big antenna. Well, you know what? You are getting out really good, buddy. Really good. Whatever you're running works well. Wilson 5000 mag mount on a steel table on my porch. Unbelievable. That is amazing. Chris, thanks for joining in the live stream. Your antenna is working, buddy. Booming in here to the Gulf Islands. I don't know how far we are from you. Probably 1,200 miles north of you, I bet. You're near Los Angeles, right? Where's Pomona? Is that near Los Angeles? Is that in Orange County? Is it south or is it north? And so I'm guessing probably about 1,200 miles north, I bet we are of you. So it's a good straight line, good distance, that's for sure, to work the DX on a mag mount. Unreal. Love it. That's the best kind of skip shooting right there. That's why I'm always pleased when I get out in my little truck. I got a little Mazda B2300 with a Tram 300 mag mount on top. And when people come back to me, I go, well, I'm glad you guys can hear me. I have an old Citizen MPL5 radio in there with a 203 kicker on it. Works pretty good. I'm going to turn the beam southeast again. So good to hear California again, man. Makes me happy because I haven't had California for a while. I started talking to them a couple of days ago. Okay, we pointed southeast. Pasadena's still coming in. Okay, I gotta turn the beam back to California again. California's due south. CQDX. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. CQDX calling CQ, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Nada, nothing coming back. Maybe nobody can hear me anymore. CQDX Southern Cal, CQ 791 on the Gulf Islands, off the west coast of Canada, QSX. It's funny it goes quiet all of a sudden, eh? That's the way Skip works. And we've got some Florida in there too. CQDX, calling CQ, calling CQ. This is UDX 791. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. "275 Georgia, we're waving at you, buddy. We hear you in there, man. Sounding good, brother. 275 Georgia, 791 Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. All right, take care. 279 Georgia. Cheers, buddy. Have a good weekend. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. We have been getting a lot of states and Australia coming. That's good, man. You're 30 miles east of LA, Chris. Chris is 30 miles east of LA. The last time I was in LA was 2008, August. We took the kids down to Disneyland, and we stayed down there for a week in Anaheim. But then we went down to Costa Mesa, and we went to Hollywood. We had to go take them to Hollywood to show them around there. And then I think before that, it was 2004. I was down in California, but I only went to Northern. And then before that was 1981 when I was 17. Me and my buddy drove down there. We stayed in Rosemed, a place called Rosemed. And we stayed there for just over 2 weeks. It was freaking awesome. It was Christmas 1981. I spent in Southern California, man. Did I love it? I remember going down to Van Nuys. I went down to Van Nuys Boulevard and I watched the freaking muscle cars cruise. It was awesome. I loved it. Another one of my mom's friends just got given 2 months to live. Oh, no way. That really sucks, man. I feel for, yeah, and probably not that old either, man. Not good, man. Not cool, eh? Feel for. Positive thoughts her way, man. Positive thoughts her way. Yeah, it's a real bummer when that happens. Man, the sun is just beating down on here. See, I could have freaking left my bike on for another day or two. Joe, and God bless you and yours. You as well, Chris. Chris, Failing, thanks for joining in, man. And join in anytime. We do a lot of live streams on here. You can check out this videogate channel, and you'll see all the video gates I shoot on here. There are a lot of video gates. And anytime, man, join in the live stream. Tell your friends about the videogate channel. And like I say, if we make contact, you'll definitely get on the gate. And you made the gate. You made the live gate, right? Which is a good thing. So I appreciate it. And have a good day out there, and happy DXing, buddy. I'm on 375 lower sideband. We're 1 hour and 12 minutes into this video gate. I have quite a few gates on my channels. Easy Tiger. Good. Right on, buddy. And you can never have enough video gates. Jesse. Mark Sanquist is in there too. Mark Sanquist is a moderator because he's in blue. You see that? He's in blue. I could actually make Jesse a moderator too, because Jesse is a regular in here. Jesse is a regular in here. So Jesse, I'm going to make you a moderator, and you're going to get you got a little pin, little wrench. You now have a wrench beside your name, Jesse. You are now a moderator. Just because I don't like spammers. I've never, I get way more spammers on my other YouTube channel, but I don't really get the spammers in here. Joe, continue to keep the video gates coming. Thanks, Richard Saunders. Thanks for coming in there, buddy. I'm actually happy there's less skip today, so I can actually concentrate more on the comments here. Sorry if I neglect them sometime when I'm shooting skip. I really get into skip shooting. You got promoted, Jesse. So if you guys want to see my other YouTube channel, I do have another YouTube channel. And then you can really see what life is about here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. That's my other YouTube channel and my wife's YouTube channel. My wife's YouTube channel is that. I'm already a mod on the other channel. Excellent. So you're mod 2 now. Easy. I'm a new subscriber, Joe, and we're able to check. Okay, cool. Easy Tiger. Thanks for tuning in, man. I started this channel in April 2012. I think it was April 2012 I started this channel. So it's coming up 12 years in April. And I've been YouTubing since around 2008. So 15 coming up 16 years now. And I do shoot videos every single day of the year. So my other channel's got about 18,000 videos on it. And it has a lot more hits than this one. I think there's over 20 million hits on my other one. And this one here is about 7.4 million hits, which I think is okay for a video gate channel. Would you ever start Rumble? I don't know. I never go to Rumble much, but Wendy does. But you know what? I would, Jesse, if they censored me here. If the Trudeau government, the dictator, starts putting his fingers and meddling with my YouTube live streams, then I probably would have to go to Rumble if he starts messing up these. But he hasn't yet, and I just got to watch what I say about the government, right? Because you know how much I hate them, right? And I do say that with total honesty. I can't stand them. 375 CQDX CQ.